Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Mob Psycho 100 episode 4 called Idiots Only Event. Keen. I don't know what keen means, but yeah. Last week we had some pretty interesting conversations during Mob, so I look forward to today's episodes. We're just watching episode 4 and 5. I see here on Crunchyroll they're advertising a game, Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battle. Unleash your psychic powers. Play now. So that looks pretty cool. But anyway. Shout out to Vert and Elizabeth and Matty and Mingo and Sotos, Anderson, MPS, Doge King, Raf's Revenge, I said Doge King already, Dark Shadow, Ray. But let's watch some Mob Psycho.
やつが塩中の鬼の天下か。こんなもんかよ。準備運動にもなりゃしねえ。テルさんを呼べ。すげえ。さすがテルさん。でもちょっとやりすぎなんじゃねえか。
しょうがないだろ。歯向かってきたんだから。なるからね。
Oh, he's from the opening.
さらに言えば、こうしてバカどもに歌詞を作るのも悪くないのさ。僕は世の中の主役なのだから。
Interesting.
おはよう。いい朝だな、相棒。驚いたか？まあ、昨日の敵は今日の友ってよく言うしな。ん？握手か？わっだ！ちょっと待って。何してんのお前？
夢かなと思って。誰？
ケクモだよ。競争。ほら、昨日お前と死闘を繰り広げた。
ああ、消し残したか。
ちょっと話聞いて。俺様はただの幽霊として一生を終えるつもりはないんだ。
もう死んでるんじゃ。
そういうこと言うのは野暮だぜ、しげちゃん。俺様にだって野望はある。万物の中で最上位の存在。
You wanna be God?
神だ。神になる日を夢見ているんだ。
だから宗教団体を作ってたんだ。
潰されたけどな。でも俺様は分かったんだ。人の心を掌握するためには強力な超能力を見せびらかせばいいんだ。しげちゃん、俺様と組もう。一緒に世界の頂点目指そうぜ。
他に言い残すことは。
もう出た。マジかよ。まだ消えたくねえよ。もう悪さしねえよ。
本当かな。
本当かな。
分かった。じゃあ師匠に相談してみる。うちや学校で変なことしないでよ。
お人よしかこいつ。隙を見てその体に乗っ取ってやんよ。
僕の名前はしげおだよ。次、しげちゃんって呼んだら上映する。
分かった。すまねえ、しげお。
Holy crap, he's like more. I didn't expect him to be like, have those kinds of.
愛は読みにくい。私生活や交友関係を探り、内情を把握するんだ。
師匠、今朝からこの霊がくっついてるんですけど、どう思いますか？消した方がいいかな。
Why are you shaking the photo? Is it a Polaroid?
インチキ野郎には見えねえよ。
弱すぎて俺には見えん。お前にとっちゃ肩にテントウムシがついたレベルだろう。好きにしろよ。
よかったね。害がないなら消さないでおく。
兄さんの超能力は天性のものです。物心ついた頃から。それにしても兄さんが人前で力を見せるなんて久しぶりだ。兄さんに何があったんですか？
モブ君、すごいことになってるわよ。
これ、しげおに似てねえか？
似てない。
We're looking for our god, the Psycho Helmet Religion. Dumb people.
これ、しげおに似てねえか？
似てない。
この電話番号。なるほどな。
兄さんの力は見せ物じゃん。じゃあ、僕はこれで。
か 影山律君、モブ君にないものを一通り持ってるじゃない。まったく人が生まれながらに与えられるものは平等じゃないのよね。
That's an interesting thing to say. I mean, he's good looking and popular, but Mob has psychic powers. What would you like? Would you immediately? It's obviously something you should think about for a bit. Not saying one is better than the other, but both are pretty awesome. Oh, attractive and smart and good at sports, or insane psychic. I'm sorry, but I would choose insane psychic power. So, how do you even measure equality? Like, you can't measure it just like that. Like, act like Mob is born less than his brother. It's not how you do that.
僕の世界の基本だった。僕にとっても超能力は当たり前に存在するものだった。弟の僕もいつか使えるようになる。そう思っていた。そう願っていた。何がカリスマ？人気者？ふざけるな。超能力はそんな安いものじゃないんだ。
Oop.
のミーティングないんだ。
It's not measurable, but it's true that people are not born the same. What we do in life is what is important, indeed. But I mean, that's a given. Like, how would people be born the same? It's not, we're not flowers, and even flowers are not, I mean, the same type of flower, they look the same, but we are not like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way that she said it. Like, yeah, we're not born the same, but that doesn't mean because he has certain things about him that she values that he is more than Mob. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, if we're not born the same is kind of a given to me. But in terms of we're not born equal, like, what do you mean by that? How do you measure that? Like, in terms of these two, for example, I'm not going to get into that too deeply, but these two, for example, they both are healthy and happy and well adjusted. No, but they both have hands and feet and they can talk and all that kind of stuff. They come from the same house, but one has things that she values and the other has things that she doesn't value as much, so she sees this one as more than, like, that to me doesn't make sense. But she's a kid, so, but from my perspective, it doesn't make sense to say that they're not equal based on those standards. You know what I'm saying?
ちょっと話したくてさ。
よく懐いてるじゃねえか。
兄さんってさ、どうしてもっと普段から超能力を使わないの？使う機会がないから。
だからたくさんあるっつの。
兄さんには欲がないんだね。やっぱり超能力じゃ数学も解けないんだもんな。
力の持ち主さえ違えば全く違った世界が見えていただろうに。
午後はところにより雷雨や突風の恐れがあります。お出かけの際は念のため。
毒を持つ。
So I'm assuming this is another kid with psychic powers that's using it in a. This is my theory or prediction at this point. He might have psychic powers as well, and he's using it, but he's probably not as strong as Mob. But he's using his psychic powers in a way that if Mob were to use his this way, then it would be that different world that the Dimples guy spirit thing was talking about.
を制す。黒酢中の裏番花沢照樹に塩中の違い保険肉体改造部をぶつける。
小道座の使い方微妙に間違ってますよ。肉体改造は別に毒じゃねえし。
違い保険もニュアンスおかしくね？言いたかっただけな感じするな。
両方とも最近授業で出たからな。天下さん意外と真面目に聞いてるんだよな。
To Kageyama-kun of Body Improvement Club. How are you? I'm a girl, but Kageyama-kun, I abhor you. That meant to say adore? I'll be waiting for you at Ankle Park. Please come.
なんだろう、暴気、何かの当番かな。
ラブレターのつもりだろう。好きの5時だ。
好き？
それ嘘だからな。
え、これ嘘なの？
男の字だし、偽のラブレターだろう。どう見ても。
果たし状が来た。
Onigawara, you took a real good care of us. Our helper will deal with you this time. So come to Ankle Park, bring as many as you want, then run away. You rice bastards. You rich bastards?
こんな汚い字を書くのは塩中の鬼瓦と見て間違いないだろう。
クリな野郎で。
米ども野郎ってなんすかね。
クソ野郎って書きたかったんだろ。
枝野さん、頭いいっすね。
A rat bastard.
バカなだけだろ。
我ながら作戦が完璧。
I thought maybe they were a rich boy school.
あとは獲物がかかった頃を見計らっている。
Oh, so his plan is to let them hurt mob, and then the body club will fight them because they hurt mob. Is that his plan? Thank you, Icon Fire and Foser for subscribing. Welcome.
調子は調子ですって書かねえだろ。正直あれじゃ誰も引っかからね
Maybe
え。
mob will.
引っかかっていた。
Oh.
だって本当に女の子が待ってたらかわいそうだし。
だから
かわいそう。
だいたいいいのか？筋肉たちに断りも入れずに。
今日は自主トレだから。
おい、てめえ塩中だな。
武蔵部長、大変だ。ダンベルの下にこれが。影山君がさらわれた。
No, they're being tricked. They care about him. How cute is that?
シゲオ、こいつら知り合いか？
いや、全然。
この状況を理解してるのか？
いや、全然。
お前の受けの姿勢は本当にブレないな。
鬼瓦が呼んだ助っ人にしてはやけにおとなしいな。
鬼瓦ってやつにまんまとはめられたな、シゲオ。
鬼瓦にはもう伝えてある。仲間を返して欲しけりゃてめえが来いってな。
ヤンキーと政治家ってのは体裁保たなきゃ息できない生き物だ。いつでも力を解放できるよう。
Thugs and politicians care about their image more than anything. I like that politicians was slipped in there. Thugs and politicians. I know, right? Fucking politicians. Fuck them, man. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are some good politicians out there, but I just feel like politicians in general need to get their shit together and become a bit different, because literally they're just known as this. What? I don't even know how to express, but at this point, politicians just is useless. And I'm mostly talking from personal experience in my country. It's just all for show.
いつでも力を解放できるよう準備しとけや。
超能力は人に向けて使うものじゃないよ。
普段は受け身のくせに変に頑固な時がありやがる。パーッと使えよ、こんな時くらいよ。
完膚なきまでに締めてやるよ。
それが違うんすよ。鬼瓦たちじゃなくて半袖短パンの全然知らねえ奴らなんすよ。しかもめちゃくちゃに強い。
なんだこいつだ。
影山を出せ。
影山誰だ。
あれ、武蔵部長、みんなもどうしてここに？
こいつか。
ちょっと用事があっただけで。
こいつは助っ人なんかじゃねえ。地雷だったんだ。くっそー、鬼柄の野郎に一杯食わされた。
怪我はないようだな。じゃあ行こうか、影山くん。
はい。
帰って筋トレの続きだ。叫んじゃねえぞこら。黙って返すわけねえだろうが。みんな全員血祭りの毛だ。やっつ
Fucking salt bay on their asses, like what? Holy crap.
早くテレサをとっくに呼んである。でも遅いな。また女とイチャついてるのか、あの野郎。
Oh, but now he has special powers, and Mob will use his special powers because he has special powers, but he won't use it against people without special powers. So now he's going to. But I'm just freaking sad that they got roped into all of this when it's not even their fight.
お前も不良生徒か。
その方は裏番長の花沢照樹さんだ。テルさん、こいつら調子こいてるんでやっちゃってください。
エダノ、今日をもって君は番長を降りろ。レベルが低すぎる。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
僕の保険に関わるんだよ。
今一瞬で移動したような。見間違いじゃないか。我々の用は終えた。おとなしく帰るとする。
君たちが帰れるかどうか。
I hope Mob can sense his power. I don't want that guy to lay a finger on these boys. I mean, I don't even know what to call them because they saved Mob, so now they're good boys in my book. I don't want to see them get hurt because this is not their fight. So I'm really hoping that Mob senses his power and does something.
世間はそうやって僕を舐めてかかる。見えてるものしか見ようとしない愚か者たち。だからこそ操りやすい。スターが照明を浴びるのではなく、照明を浴びた者がスターになる。自前の
Wait, what? The star doesn't get to bask in the spotlight because he's the star. The star gets to be the star because he basks in the spotlight. Well, you wanna come up here, Toshi? Come. Okay. JoJo boys, yeah, I guess so.
IQ の低い虫たちが寄ってくるんだよ。
何を言ってる。
そこの害虫、隠れてないで出てきなよ。
鬼があら。
君か。
早くそいつをぶっ潰せ。
No! No, Mob! Fight back, Mob!
平手打ちなのにとんでもねえ重さだ。鎧が熊みてえに鍛えてやがる。本当に人間かよ、化け物め。
Boy, put on some clothes!
この体重差で俺たちを飛ばすとは類まれないい筋肉を持ってるな。
筋肉？
Mob!
この野郎！地獄見やがれ、鬼だ！何？拳が届かねえ。
筋肉の喧嘩術だが、凡人は悲しいな。
Why is Mob taking so long to do something? Where is he? You can see he's using psychics powers.
何こいつ、存在感薄すぎて気づかなかった。というか、なぜ縛られて。
人に向けちゃダメだよ。
何の話だ。
あんたがさっきから当てまくってる超能力の話だよ。ましてや喧嘩に使うなんて。
Took you a while.
モブに襲いかかるイケメン超能力者テル。超能力と包丁が飛び交い、落ち武者が現れ、雷鳴が轟く中、正体不明の何かが降臨、そして奇跡が起こる。次回モブサイコ100第5話、落ち武者、超能力と僕、ブルーレイ、さらに正しい判断です。
Well, if he's just really passive and doesn't know what he's supposed to do, I have a problem with that. Considering his friends came to save him even though they're not even part of this whole fight, and he got tricked even though the spirit told him that it was a lie. He still was, he's too, I hope he has some freaking character development. He's just too trusting at this point. I think the body improvement guys may be some of the most enjoyable characters ever in anime. Ever. I mean, they were entertaining for this episode, but honestly, I don't think he considers them friends like we think of friends. But they went to save him, and I just wish, like, at this point, it's fine if he's being set up to be this kind of ignorant, and then he grows. But this kind of ignorance is kind of frustrating. Like, it's one thing, yeah, it's good, you don't want to use your powers on people, but there is someone abusing their powers, and all you need to do is stop them, or try at least, or show interest in doing so. That's all I wanted to see. I love how the body improvement club is so protective of Mob. Your first impression of them is that they're mean jocks, but they're actually just the best. Exactly, like, that's why it's so difficult to see them get beat up after they weren't meant to be there. It's fine if he doesn't think of them as friends yet, but help the people who came to help you. Exactly, that's kind of how I feel. It's not a good boy. You're not a good boy if you don't hold, if you have the power to hold someone back that's beating up the people who came to help you. I don't think of that as a good boy energy. That's ignorant boy energy. To me. Oh, Josuke, what are you doing in Mob Psycho 100? I'm actually glad Mob's in that club. It seems like he's going to, in the next episode, he's gonna do something or fight back somehow. I don't know. But I just feel like I wish he'd kind of stepped in a little bit earlier, or at least all he had to do was like put the guy, I don't know. He doesn't even have to fight. It was just sad to see these good boys being beaten up when they didn't deserve it. True that he is too naive still. Yeah, and I'm saying that he is naive and ignorant, and I hope he has some growth over the course of the series. Otherwise, I will be a little disappointed. Cause in the last episode, he had his whole explosion, but I guess the whole point is that he's building up the emotions, and then he snaps. But at some point, I feel like he needs to learn how to not have, like, regulate using your power and not let it all build up and then snap in at random moments when it's built up to the point of snapping. I hope that he has the kind of growth that will let him regulate his power use or whatever. Well, I don't know. You guys have seen the following episodes. I haven't, so I don't know if he actually does anything in the next episode. But calling him an extreme pacifist or whatever doesn't make sense, because he's not an extreme pacifist, because we've seen him fight. In the last episode, obviously that was against a spirit, but it was a spirit using a person. So I don't really see, in the end, we saw him, the person was lying on the ground. I don't see the problem with fighting a person using psychic powers the same as you. Or at least just holding them back. What do you mean that's exactly it? His main struggle is within himself rather than the outside antagonists. And? What is the point of saying that? His main struggle is with himself. There were people helping him, he wasn't helping them. He needs to grow up and learn the opposite of ignorance. That will make him a better character, in my opinion. You can't have a character can't be perfect from the beginning, but hopefully they will grow. So he's still a kid and is developing. Did I say anything other than that? Did I say he has to be perfect? Or did I say I would like him to show some growth? Hopefully, in the future. Because we've seen him fight, so we know he can. So all I'm saying is, like, What do you mean, why are we arguing? We're having a discussion. If you don't want to have a discussion, I mean, don't just yell in the chat, why are we arguing? That's how discussions work. There's two people talking. They give their opinion, I give mine. I'm just trying to say, I didn't say he needs to be perfect. I said that I hope that in the next episode, he shows that why was he standing still? Was he looking away? Will we find out that he was distracted and now he's going to come up for his friends who came to save him? It's more of him wanting to avoid using psychic powers on humans. But in the last episode, although the person was possessed, he still fought a person. This person isn't possessed, but they have psychic powers, so I don't really see the problem in holding him back from beating up the people that came to save him. You gotta stand up for the bro squad when the bro squad stands up for you. I would take a bullet for them. Yeah, it's just a little frustrating to see them have this awesome moment. Like, they barely even know him. He's joined their club wanting to build himself up and get this girl to like him. And he clearly wants to be the kind of person that a girl will fall in love with. A girl like whoever that girl is. He wants to be popular. He wants to build muscle, whatever. So, I don't know. I think it's fair to say, maybe a girl would fall for the kind of guy that would stand up for the people that was standing up for him. I don't think that's unreasonable to say. Yeah, he's a kid, but he clearly shows that he wants to grow, so he needs to learn what part of growth does he need. Like the girl that wrote him the letter. He should have fucking listened to the spirit, but no. But I mean, that's not really a problem. Like, he really thought a girl might be there and he doesn't want her to be sad, so that was sweet. Didn't he say it on the cult thing, something like, you are an evil spirit, I don't have to hold back? But it was a person being possessed. He still fought a person's body. This is a person with psychic powers. How is that so different? A person's body being used by a spirit, he went full out on them. How is that so different from holding back someone using their psychic powers on people that are helping you to improve your body and literally came to save you, thinking that you couldn't take care of yourself? Like, I would date that girl. She abhors me. The Body Improvement Club is my favorite case of subversion. They always surprise me. I don't know, but he was very, like, in the first 3 episodes, his introduction was great, and you learn a little about his issue that he has with himself, or his own issues, his inner conflict. And now in this episode, it comes out. I understand why he's frustrated with himself, because I'm also now frustrated with him. So that's good writing, but that doesn't mean, like, I just get frustrated when people, and not to mean you guys, but kind of, like, when I'm watching a show for the very first time and I don't like something a character does, it sometimes feel like people immediately come to that character's defense. And that's fine, you can want to defend a character, but it's just, it feels different knowing that you guys have seen this before versus me watching it for the first time. Like, my initial reaction, I should be able to kind of delve into those feelings and give that opinion before. That's what's the problem with live reactions. I can't watch, feel, express, and then other people have time to soak in what I said, and then we have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? The dynamic is a bit different. Cherry says, I just remember being so confused why Mob didn't do anything, like jump in or yell or something. I don't remember what happens next, so I'm clueless as well, even though I've seen Mob before. I kind of get it because he doesn't have good people skills. He doesn't have good social skills. And that's a problem. And he knows that. And he wants to improve on that. It seems. Oh, wait. Toshi wants to go out. Toshi, wait. Do you want to lie there now, or were you standing by the door? You're going to sit there. You weren't waiting to go outside. I'm not going to open up for you again. Okay, I am, but you're fine. Okay. If everyone writes like this, they either aren't a girl or are plotting to kill you, Vert. Don't. That is like a trigger for me. Not really, but I kind of feel like I hate it when people do that. I hate it when people play devil's advocate with the intention of just disagreeing. That to me is pointless discussion. I absolutely hate that because you are not disagreeing with me and coming so that we can have an actual discussion. You are disagreeing with the purpose of just disagreeing. You can't have good, constructive conversations that way. You're just being fucking annoying, and I'm really sorry that I say that like so badly, but there was this person a couple of months ago who was part of the community and would legit always say that, oh, I just want to play devil's advocate. And it was the worst. Like, I hated those streams because they would just always be there disagreeing with me for no reason. They don't have an opinion. I don't know what their real opinion is, but they just go against me the whole time. And it's not like, it's like, yes, if someone disagrees with me and you want to talk and come to it's good to talk and hear someone else's opinion, but that's not your opinion. You're just disagreeing for the sake of disagreeing. Like, I want to punch your face in to that person who used to do that all the time. Like, ah! There you go. I hated that person. I'd never say I hate people, but I hated that person. And then they'd make it my issue. They would like keep doing that, and then when I start getting frustrated, they'd point to me and say like I'm the problem. Like, no, I'm not. Hi, Tamara. That is part of the journey to dislike a character, see it grow and start to like them. I mean, there are so many characters where I've had the best journey with them. Nami, Nobara. Nami's journey obviously longer, where I didn't like them and then I loved them, and then because of that journey, your love for them is even more. Or people like characters like Luffy. Luffy, I loved him, and then his character frustrated me sometimes so much, his decisions, but I still love him. Like, a character doesn't need to be perfect for you to like them. And the thing is, with a first time reaction, you want to be frustrated sometimes. And then you don't want to have to defend your frustration on your first watch. Sometimes you just want to watch. And that's why some shows don't work in terms of live reactions. Some don't. Like, you just want to kind of watch it, share your feelings, and then do intermittent discussions. You know, once you've had time to have your first reaction, express your feelings, and then you and other people who've watched the show before, at the end of the show or maybe in a midway review, you can come together and you can talk about differing opinions. If both people have actual differing opinions. And then you can hear the other person out and they can hear you out. But it's a bit difficult with some things live when it's something that makes you feel certain things, and then you're allowed to feel that and other people are allowed to feel that, but you can't have constructive discussions when both people are in their feels. One person is defending their feelings and the other person is defending their feelings. Because right now I'm in my feels with how I feel about this, what just happened, cause like it's like I'm there, you know, it all just happened right in front of me. So obviously it's more feelings based compared to actually discussing what would have been better to do in the situation. Why should this have been done, or why was it fine? Then you can have like better discussions at the later point, maybe. No, it's not like, it's not what you said before, Alex. It's what you said with the devil's advocate. This part pissed me off. When you said, I just you're basically saying what I said, and then I just like to play devil's advocate. So that made it sound like, oh, you have the same opinion as me, but you just wanted to piss me off by saying the opposite of me for no reason at all other than to play devil's advocate. That is just, I don't know what you said before that, but that's the part that pissed me off. Tamara subbed. Thank you, Tamara. Wait. Oh, yes. Oh, she subbed because of Darkshire's 12-month gift subscription, and this is your 11th month, so you have 1 month left. That was for your birthday, right? That's insane. Let's all have a sip of coffee and take a breath. I'm good. I get worked up, but that doesn't mean like I'm out of control. I've been breathing throughout all of this. Do we score this? Yes, we do. I will keep characters on 8.5 because I like how they kind of, in the last episode we learned Mob's, and a little bit in this episode, we learned Mob's own issue with himself, and I think in this episode they made it pretty clear why, you know, Mob isn't perfect. He has valid reasons to want to better himself because clearly he has improvable parts, just like any normal human being. So 8.5 for characters. You make a comparison with Teru and the possessed guy from the last episode, but he was possessed by a ghost though and not purely a human with abilities. I asked, if you listened to what I just said, I said here is a person in a person's body that he fought who was possessed by a ghost spirit thing, but he still fought a person being possessed, so the person's body still was being used, so he still fought a person even though it was a spirit, okay? And then I said, if you listen to me, how is that all that different from a person with a person's body who has spiritual powers or psychic powers? So once again, I repeat, how is that all that different? So if you guys were saying, oh, he doesn't want to fight people, my point is he did fight a person's body, even though it was being used. The person's body was lying on the ground, beaten down afterwards, even though it was for good reason because he was being possessed. Here I'm asking, what is so different about fighting a person who is wrongfully using their psychic powers to hurt other people, in the same way that in the last episode, a person, even though he was being used by a spirit, he also fought. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it was the same thing. I said similar. Okay. I'm just saying I don't think there's inconsistency in his behavior. I'm not saying there's inconsistency. I'm saying that he should be able to at least hold that guy back. He should have the awareness to think to myself, this person is using their powers against the people who came to save me, so maybe I can hold them back with my powers, considering this person also has powers and is wrongfully using them. Never said anything about consistency, so I don't know where that's coming from. All I'm saying is like he still fought a person. So if he was willing to do it once, I think he should be smart enough, hopefully he will get smart enough to think to himself, maybe it would be useful in this moment to use my powers against a person using his powers against people that came to save me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I have like 5 minutes left, so quickly gonna finish scoring. Oh wait, I wanted to score characters 8.5. Story, I would say 8. Visuals, I would say 8.5. Audio, I would say 8.3. Enjoyment, I would say 8.4 because of interesting discussions. Okay. No, it's not. It wasn't you, Alex. It was more like, as I mentioned, someone from the past who did that intentionally, and that's why it's my kind of like a trigger to me when people say devil's advocate, and that's why I said I hate that person from the past, because it was that. Not excusing his lack of action in the episode, just pointing out the differences. I don't know why that's the biggest focus here. My point is just that he was willing to use his power before, even though there was a person involved. I think that he should have the sense to use his powers on. He doesn't have to go all out mob 100. He just has to go mob 5% and hold the guy back from beating up his friends because it's, or his senpai, because they literally came to save him. And I think that all I'm saying, my whole point is just that I think he should be able to employ a little bit more sense, which I think is he himself would like to have. Like, he's trying to better himself, and he said about being wise and blah blah blah. Yeah, he's a kind of wise, but I do think that he could use a little bit more sense. That's all. I'd give this episode, says Matthew. What do you think about the art style so far? It's very creative, and I don't know if you can call an art style entertaining, but it's definitely entertaining. Yeah, what Dogekin Jojo said. All I feel like is he didn't have to use his power to fight. It was just like, I wish he had the sense in that moment to step in, and seeing his friends being beaten up by a psychic user, just have the sense to like do something about it, because you can. They can't. They don't even know. You know they don't know what's happening. So, okay, I really need to end the video now because it's almost an hour and I can't upload it to Dailymotion if it's over an hour. So, an 8.3 from me, and lots of potential for growth. So I look forward to whatever is to come. Bye.